Hey, Blue Table fans, Sean here. To say that my heart was full of joy and appreciation would not be an exaggeration. I'm thrilled to be here, and I thank you so much for the attention that you're giving my channel, and I thank you all for the great positive vibes that are coming through. You're welcome to friend me, Sean Gately, on my Facebook page if you want. It's kind of personal and wargaming public life are all just blurred beyond recognition now, so you may as well come on in and say hi. So anyway, guys, we got new 40K coming out, and I can't tell you how absolutely excited I am. I think it's going to be great. I'm just pleased. Like, I love Age of Sigmar, but I'm glad they didn't go that far with 40K. What I'm seeing here, it makes me so happy. And here's the difference, is it used to be when they came out with a new edition of 40K, all the old books would be more or less compatible with the new edition. So you would just kind of wait for your book to get updated with new stuff, but it wasn't really a big change. The difference this time around is that I'm pretty sure that all the armies are going to get temporary rule sets, and if Age of Sigmar is any indication, oh man, it's going to be great. It's going to completely shake the game up. Hopefully it'll be more and more balanced, and quite frankly, I'm looking forward to Tyranids. I want to start my Tyranids again. And over the years, since 1997 when I started playing, by the way, 20-year anniversary for me, I have had, I think, about 8 Tyranids armies and a like amount of Eldar armies. And they've been really fantastic. And, you know, I still own the molds for... By the way, I'm typing, that's why I kind of slow down here. I'm looking for Blue Table Store. I still own all those molds for those xenomorph type things. And they're for sale. I paid $5,000 for them. I got them. I added things to them. And I have them up now for $4,200 on bluetablestore.com. But I'm not producing the individual things anymore. In fact, if you go to bluetablestore.com and you type in xenomorph with an E on the end, you'll actually find all the pictures and stuff to it. So I'm pretty excited. Yeah, it's a product line. You could actually, with all the original art and stuff, you could create quite a Kickstarter right out of this, and be able to produce a lot of it right out of the gate too. So yeah, still got all this stuff, and this is just examples of things people have done with it. Well, there you go. There's these eggs, and so yeah, I might actually keep doing stuff with it. Or, you know, if somebody wanted to pick it up, it's a pretty good range. Alright guys, well that's all I got to say about that. I kind of got off topic there. So you've got, yesterday they released for 8th edition 40K a teaser on weapons, and so you've got range, of course, different rules that should seem very familiar: assault, rapid fire, heavy. I don't know what rapid fire 1 is going to mean. And then you've got the strength of the weapon. Strength toughness is the same sort of chart thing. Armor piercing, now this is a modifier to the armor save. So if I'm reading it right, regular Marines with a 3-up save will actually get a 6-up save against a las cannon. And this throws back to, I can't remember what edition it was, I think it was 4th or 5th, where they came up with the armor piercing value where it would just negate armor at a certain level. And that was to streamline the game and to make less math. But really, you have one calculation in your head to do, and on this one you still only have one very simple calculation to do, and I think it's going to roll the game in a very good direction. I really like it. And damage, of course, you have things dealing multiples of damage, D6. I predict you won't see unusual dice like D10 or you know, D12 or D20, you're still going to see 1 damage, maybe D3, D6, and then 2D6, something like that. Now for Flamer, I saw a comment, somebody said, well, Flamer automatically hits its target, oh, but it doesn't negate cover anymore. Well, again, you got to go far back enough in the rules. Negates cover, the cover used to be a modifier to hit the person. And I think that's what this phrasing here seems to indicate that they're going to go back to that. So yes, a Flamer does ignore cover if cover only makes a minus to hit somebody. And so, and again, that was right around 4th or 5th edition, please correct me if I'm wrong, where you had it cover changed to basically an invulnerable save. Alright, so today, here you go. Hold on, I just want to see it. So D weapons are gone, and so they only had to make D weapons because they had to make something more powerful than strength 10. But now they can just make something strength 12 or whatever it is, and I think, and do more damage to something. So I think it's going to be really cool, because like a D6 damage from a las cannon, well, what if a light vehicle has, you know, 6 wounds? Well, you could blow it up with 1 shot, or you could roll 1 and just glance it. And I think that's going to make a much, much, much more interesting and simple mechanic. So far, I'm thrilled to see it all. And so now they got movement coming out, and this was like, they really didn't say a lot about movement. Now, except that, so like flyers and stuff like that, still very, like I'm interested in reading how they're going to handle like jet bikes and guys with jump packs and stuff like that. So, but you roll the dice at the same time you move, rather than doing a run move in the shooting phase, which is a zillion times easier. I played Age of Sigmar a number of times, and I have to say I really like that thing where you can do the run when you're doing the movement. And we used to do that as sort of a matter of course. And so anyway, let's see here. They call it an advance. Personally, I like running, and I think people will stick with the vernacular of running rather than saying my guys are advancing. You know, no one's going to go with that nonsense. And so, but there is one big thing is where you can fall back, meaning you can, at the start of your turn, you can move out of a combat. Now, again, I've looked online. I think people, they jump the gun, they make a comment, not really reading the whole, not even reading the teaser entirely, and saying, oh, well, you can just get out and you just charge somebody else right away. And yet, well, no, because if you do that, you lose the ability to advance. That could mean run, shoot, or charge that turn. And so you can't just get out of one thing and like duck into another combat. But you could, it's just, yeah, you could take a vulnerable unit out of close combat with a melee specialist and move one of your own melee specialists into that combat. And also the idea of that you can't bubble wrap, or you can't pin down a close combat specialist unit with a throwaway unit for very long. And I think that's really something too. So anyway, and apparently tomorrow the psychic phase is coming. So, well, and that means there is a psychic phase. I was hoping they'd make psychic powers just into, like, they were shooting attacks, they were movement abilities, or, you know, not make it into an entirely different phase, but apparently that's coming. Hey, let's take a look at Cool Mini. And I go there this morning, their web store's up for maintenance. And by the way, over the years, I've just loved Cool Mini's site. They've had great success, and it's well deserved. I can't say enough good things about this company. And if you go to a convention like Adepticon, for example, their people are super pro, and they've got great display, and I really have a lot of admiration. But I'm here for the Celestial Host. I just can't get it out of my mind. And I was thinking, what army in Age of Sigmar could I do to use these guys as a stand-in? And what I came up with was Sylvaneth. These guys would really make an ideal Sylvaneth army. It's $50 for a kit with 7 figures, and so that's about $8 a figure. And again, these let's see if I can find a better picture here. These elephant guys, these guys must be huge. Like, these guys have to be really, really pretty enormous creatures. And guess what those are going to be? Those are going to be my... Let's see if I can even find it in here. Oh, come on now. Be good to me. Nope. Not going to happen. Alright, I can't find a bigger picture. So anyway, these guys would really make a great Sylvaneth army. So you have these 2 elephant guys. Those are going to be tree men, by the way. And you've got these panda guys. Those are going to be... Hold on a second. Let me just go to Games Workshop. Let's go to Age of Sigmar. I've got my General's Handbook here. I'm going to go ahead and open that to Sylvaneth. Let me just clear some space here. Can you hear my chair squeaking? I got a WD-40 of this thing. And so let's get out the General's Handbook and just figure out our points costs for these. Order, pitched battle, Seraphon. Here you go, Sylvaneth units. Okay, so if you buy 5 of those things, which I may very well do this, because I love this. This is a personal interest army to me. So you've got Shale Han. Oh yeah, these guys are awesome. So we're going to get some of these too, and these are only 15 for the 2 of them. And these are pretty substantive figures. Tricksters. Oh man, that's fantastic. I can't tell you how thrilled that makes me. In fact, guy, I wish I could find, well, guess I could open this. And let's go back. Oh, here you go, Celestial Host. There's my bigger picture. Yay! Yay for bigger picture. Okay, so let's go to Games Workshop, and we're going to go to Grand Alliance Order. I know, maybe this isn't of interest to all of you, but this is part of a process of making a specialized stand-in figure army. Something unusual. I did a Ouroboros, like a Warp Wolf army with Epic Kaya, and that was using Rackham Wolfen figures. Wow, my brain is so full of this stuff. Ha! Eventually, memory will have to be made on the disk. Okay, so let's go ahead and show all things. So show them all. So you've got Kurnoth Hunters, and those are going to be these bad girls here. These snake. Here we go. Here's the larger picture. Ta-da! These snake guys. These are going to be my Kurnoth Hunters. And I'm going to give them like different weapons and bows and stuff like that. And these models are so cool. Or I might make these panda guys the Kurnoth Hunters. We shall see. The elephant guys are definitely going to be tree men. So let's keep going. And then you've got to have battle line and tree revenants. These guys, these are battle line if you're doing a Sylvaneth army. So again, the cost. In fact, here, let's just add to cart. Why not? All right, so the cost is going to be way less to do your army. It's going to be $250 minus a discount. And by the way, if anybody wants to do this army, contact me. Let's do it. We'll double up. I'll make one for me and I'll make one for you. And so there you go. So what we're going to do is we're going to include, because we'll have 10. By buying 5 of these kits, we'll have 10 of the, let's say the panda guys are going to be my Kurnoth Hunters. We'll have to give them like actual weapons like giant bows and stuff like that. That'll be a really fun conversion, because these guys are a little taller and the Kurnoth Hunters are taller too. Yeah, in fact, that's really going to work out for this. So there's going to be 10, and the tree revenants are 100 points for 5, so we've got 200 points right there, and we've got our battle line. And so let's keep going for our stand-ins here. All right. Go back to Sylvaneth, 48 items per page. Okay, so we have our tree revenants. We have our Kurnoth Hunters. So those are the snakes and the pandas. 10 of each, by the way. In fact, our Kurnoth Hunters, which will use the pandas for those are going to be, we'll only need 9 of those, so we'll actually have 1 left over. And 3 units of Kurnoth Hunters, which by the way are awesome in the game, are 180 each. So that's 300, 640 points. So we're at 840. And then we're going to have more tree men than you could shake a stick at. And that's our elephant guys. And again, these weapons here, we can change the tips on those to be different things pretty easily, you know, and do modifications to them to give them different backs and different sorts of weapons and appearances. Oh man, this is great. This makes me happy. So tree lords are 260 each. So we're at 780 plus 840 is 15, 16, 20, I think, if my mental math isn't off. And it's known to be. So let's keep going. Let's keep having fun with this. All right. And then we've got branch witches. And we're going to throw a couple of those in. And this is where our tricksters come in. So we're going to get a couple of those. And so the branch witches are 100 each. So we're at 1820. So we're really close to our 2,000 points. Treemen, branch wraith. Yeah, I think that's it. Drycha Hamadreth. Well, guys, I gotta tell you, this is pretty close. How would I fit these guys in, though, I wonder? I could just do an order army, but the problem there is it bumps your battle line. Your battle line can't be, it has to be dryads, which come in units of 10, so you'd need like 30 dryads. And quite frankly, I don't even know what to do with this monkey guy. Quite frankly, because if you made an order army, then you could use them for all sorts of different things. And now my other idea was to make a Seraphon army and have these guys stand in for various things and start to include stuff like this. A war Mumakil. But the problem here is all of a sudden you have humans involved. But you know, what you could do is you just get rid of the top level of this Howdah and just put some of your extra guys as crew on here from your Shale Han Celestial Host kit. And that would actually look really cool. And quite frankly, I want to get these foo dogs in here somewhere. I mean, these models are just, these things are insane, guys. They're just so cool. I mean, I don't know what they're going to stand in for, though. So, well, that's all I got to say about that. That's kind of my ideas for doing a stand-in army there. You know, let's go ahead and try Seraphon and just look at this really quick. Where are we at now? We're at 18 minutes. All right, Grand Alliance Order, Seraphon. Yeah, I think it's just going to be worse, because the problem is we need an army where something big is, that where we can get something with 10 or less model as our battle line thing. So let me go to Seraphon. I'm looking at my General's Handbook now. Battle line, if so, Saurus Guard are battle line. Saurus Knights are battle line if army has Seraphon allegiance. Okay, well now you're talking. You could turn these snake guys into your Saurus Knights. How many would you need? Minimum unit 5. So you'd need 15, 10 or 15 at least. In fact, how many units of battle line do you need for an army that's 2,000 points? Let me get to the front of the section here. Okay, hold on. Nope, I don't know where it says how many models you... Okay, I can't find it. Yeah, I have no idea where it is in the book. Okay, guys. All right, that's enough of that. So that's my comments on that. Love Age of Sigmar. I have 3 armies for it. I actually sold off my Iron Jaws, you know, just a sort of a casualty of the push and pull. Cromlech. Cromlech's been around forever. Their online site is called Bits of War, and these guys, they wanted me to carry their product. I wanted to, just wasn't great timing, and they have a lot of really great I mean, so many things. A lot of orc stuff. So if you're looking to make some very unique orcs, like futuristic orcs, this is really the place to go. They've got a lot of really neat stuff. Now, some of it, Games Workshop has created plastics for it, or, you know, they've already done something. All these little companies, they just crop up because of a hole in the miniatures lines. So, hold on, let's go to demons. Let's see what they have for demons. Yeah, some interesting stuff in here. Oh my gosh, wow. Yeah, these guys are definitely worth checking out. They've got a lot of unusual things. I think they're, let's see. Oh, basing. Oh, yeah. You know what I meant to do? I meant to go to Secret Weapon Miniatures. In fact, let's just, let me just do that right now, okay? Uh-oh. It's not saved in my browsing history. That means I have to type it out. Miniatures. There you go. Yep. All right, let's pull that over. Okay, these guys are great. I can't remember the owner. What is the owner's name? Justin McCoy, I want to say. And this guy is straight up a legend in the industry. I mean, he's at conventions. He's going around places. This guy has really made something of himself. And I just have to say that his resin bases, there's a lot of places that make resin bases, but Secret Weapon, they are so reliable, and their quality is so good. So for my Sylvanus / Indian type army, or Eastern, what was I calling Eastern army, I'm going to need a base style that reflects that. And I think, hold on, usually companies have some kind of lizardman type thing. I'm going to go with not Flagstone, Trenchworks, Tau City. You know, I'm not seeing anything that's right here. Hold on. Let's try Flagstone. Yeah, I think this would actually be pretty good. Yeah, like a old destroyed temple. Let's go back to Cromlech. See what kind of bases they have. Let's see, Cromlech resin bases. Open. Oh no, just a few different types. All right, well, never mind. So anyway, Cromlech is definitely worth a check out. When you're thinking about getting resin bases, think Secret Weapon. If there's another company that's good or better, by all means, put it in the liner notes. And people, please stay on topic. That'd really make me happy inside my dark little heart. All right, guys, I think that's it for our show today. And I want to thank you for tuning in. And I hope that you got your inspiration for the day. 3, 2, 1.